being the national deputy chairman of AGN, please can you tell us what you know about the situation in Kogi State?
Okay. Good evening.
Yes.
My name is Nazareth Jesse Bako. I'm the National Vice President, Actors Guild of Nigeria, North Central. Kogi State is one of our state chapters in AGN, and since 2019,
Yes.
Kogi State has not been functional, right?
Okay.
They've been having, once in a while they have meetings and all that. So we decided that for our election guidelines, if you are contesting, you must be someone that must have been in our guild for long, at least 6 years.
Okay.
Yes, 6 years in our guild, but later on, I think later on they said either 5 years, something like that, in our guild.
Yes.
And that is okay. And I told them that this is it, but you must have been that number of years in the guild, but not that you must have been in a state chapter. No, we are all one body.
Okay. Either national or state, irrespective of where you belong.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I advised all the candidates. I said, follow the election process. Go do your campaign. Do revalidation. Now this is politics.
Yes.
Try and talk to all your old members. The ones that don't have money, you can decide to say, okay, let me, since I'm contesting, let me bring out money and revalidate these people so that they can be financially up to date.
Okay.
To vote for you.
Okay.
And again, you can also go around and register more people, because as in Actors Guild of Nigeria, we hardly get people that come into the industry
To register.
the normal tenure. It's only election time
That you see them.
have enough people, a lot of people coming in to register. So we left it open that everyone that is financially up to date is allowed to vote.
Okay.
And I told all the contestants the same thing. Go and register people, go and revalidate people, so that on election day you will be able to get people to
vote for you. Okay. Okay.
And it got to election day. I don't know what happened. I heard that they had a meeting. I wasn't there. I was somewhere else.
Yeah.
That they say it's only some fractions that are supposed to vote.
Yes.
We say no. Anybody that is an Actors Guild member that
Can
is financially up to date can vote.
Okay. Now the issue that was presented on this note. Yeah. Before you proceed, ma, on this note, the person who came here, James Hero, said it on this platform that the other opponents went to Federal University in Lokoja to mobilize people and produced ID card for them to vote, which they were against. Was that true, that the national produced ID card for them, for those set of people that came to vote who were not members of AGN? Was that correct?
Okay, just like I said, as long as you are financially up to date member, that's what the Constitution says.
Yeah.
Once you are financially up to date, you can vote. And now everybody is allowed to come and register
afresh.
Actors Guild of Nigeria. Both students, we have handicaps, we have children in Actors Guild of Nigeria that are members.
But why is it during election? Why is it during election that they are coming to register? Why not prior to election time?
That is how they do it. Because
even at the national. Yes.
And they tell you that try and mobilize people to vote for you. What are you supposed to do? Even in our Nigerian election, that's what people do. You mobilize people to vote for you. You have to register them. That is number one. If they are not registered, they cannot vote. They must be registered before they vote. So it's the same thing that somebody like that James Hero could have done. Because I told him, I said, go and register people. If James Hero now goes to a university or anywhere and register people, it should not be a problem. But maybe he didn't want to register anybody, he just wanted to come.
Okay, now
we didn't stop him from registering anybody.
Now you people, at the end of the day, the national stopped the election. The election could not hold, and you went ahead to appoint. No, the election could not. At that. Okay, now that
don't want election because they don't want this particular candidate, and then some people were there saying they should refund their money.
okay.
That is what happened.
Okay, at that
The election was cancelled because they said they don't want election.
okay, now that the election was not held and you have a new caretaker, the national appointed a new caretaker chairman, but James Hero and other faction went ahead to reconduct election without the involvement of the national. Is that proper to the constitution of the AGN?
It is not proper. What happened was that the former caretaker committee in person of Emeka Shotit reached out to me and said that they want us to come and conduct election in their state so that they can be part of our national election that is coming up. And I told him to hold on, let me discuss it with the national, then get back to him, which I discussed with the national, and they said, okay, let's have a national meeting. So we had a national meeting where every other national member was involved. It was a NEC meeting. And they said, okay, since you want election in Kogi State, let us start all over again. And in starting all over again, you must put in place a caretaker committee.
Okay.
After the caretaker committee, and you want that everything is settled, you bring in the AGNEC, which are in charge of the election, you announce them. Then you start again by telling them, people that are interested, let them show their face. Or those ones that came out that time that they couldn't vote for them, the ones that have already paid for form.
Yes.
They can still come back.
I'll vote again.
Come and do their contesting, and then they will be voted for. So we say let there be peace, you get, so that they can, start the election process again. The Zero and the rest people, they also paid for form, so they should still have even gone for the same election and even won.
Okay, as it stands now in Kogi State, the national, who did they recognize as the authentic, as a legit, AGN chairman in Kogi State?
We have caretaker committee in place. The chairman is Hamza Abdullah Alaji.
Okay.
That's the new chairman now.
So the election held by James, the election held by AGN for that produced James Hero is nullified, is null and void.
We don't recognize. That's not AGN.
Okay, moving ahead.
Maybe it's for giving bakers.
Okay.
That's not AGN.
Okay.
AGN is the one that we gave appointment
to
stay for those 6 months and calm the situation down. Then all those James Hero that bought form to contest before they
cannot recontest.
Will do election.
Okay, as it stands now, what is the way forward, man?
What's the way forward? We already have a caretaker in place.
Okay.
So we'll give that caretaker committee chairman, we'll give him some time to put things in place. Then we can call back all the contestants and do the election.
All right, thank you.
That is just the plan. Right now, the reason why we didn't even do the election now is because national election is coming up. I was telling them in Kogi, I said, I only have this August to do all this election. Once we enter September, nothing like election for states again. We will finish with national election, then we'll come back to state election.
All right.
That was the plan.
All right.
I think they have Kogi State filmmakers. Maybe that is what they are talking of. But that is not AGN.
All right.
But we still recognize that James Hero, all those people, they are still candidates that are waiting election. So after our national election, we will come back and organize our election. If they are interested, they can continue. But they say they are no longer interested. Fine.
All right. Thank you so much, ma, for making this clarification. Your name again, ma. Introduce yourself.
My name is Nazareth Bako Jesse. I'm the National Vice President, Actors Guild of Nigeria, North Central.
All right.
So the only chairman we have is Hamza Abdullah Alaji as caretaker committee chairman, which is meant to stay for 6 months.
All right. Thank you so much, ma, for your
election.
Thank you for your time. We really appreciate, ma.
Thank you so much.
All right. Like you heard, that is the national deputy chairman, because there is a whole lot happening in AGN in Kogi State, and there are a lot of controversies. So with what you have heard, you should be able to know the real truth and the real facts. More people are coming on this podcast to actually make further clarification, but what you have heard is from the deputy national chairman of AGN. Until next time, this is What Now. My name is Dan Sofo Jr. Thank you and bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, and to follow on all social media platforms. What Now?